Okay, it's Wednesday, the 25th of January 2017, and on the ERXChain breakout system, we have 1, 2, 3 potential opportunities on GBP JPY, EuroCAD, and GBP CHF. On GBP JPY, we can see not a very clean bullish trend, but it's read these two here, 2 days of bullish price action. That was a weekday, but bullish price action. Price is currently close to the daily pivot, a round number 142.00, and a level of support 141.963, a near-term level of support. So let's see what price does today. So there is some free movement around the top here. There is a support level there, sorry, resistance level there, 45 pips. But let's see if it follows the range, the ATR, which is 160 at this moment. So it's potentially gonna hit the resistance level too at that point. Well, we will see. The EuroCAD. So we have 2 days of bearish price action. Price in this case as well is around the monthly pivot, and we've got the weekly pivot there and the daily pivot there. Let's see if price continues to push downwards. On the EuroCAD, it has only completed 35% of its ATR today, so there is some potential for price to continue to move downwards now that we've got a close below the pivot and that round number 41.00. Okay, let's see, but just keep an eye on this as well. This area here is a potential area of support, but we've got room here to make some money. And the final one is GBP CHF. On the GBP CHF, we've only done 25.25% of the average ATR, so there is still room for price to move today. But the question is, in what direction? Will it go up? Will it go down? Will it range about this range, these levels here? We will see. Price has got that major level of support there. It's got a daily pivot there, and there is a round number 2500. So I will rather be biased towards the upside, also because the preceding bias has been a bullish bias. So I will be looking more interestingly to the upside. However, this is the market. It can also go down, and we'll be ready for that. So we've got those levels to break, near-term level, and then the monthly pivot. Okay, that's it on the ERXChain breakout system. If we look at the 5TT candle reversal system, there is a signal for GBP USD, a bullish signal for the GBP USD at this point here, where we have a bullish tail bar. But just at the top of that, we have a near-term level of resistance there. And if we look, let's see what the Fibonacci retracements are like on this. Right, we have broken the 61.8 level and closed above it. Price pierced it again yesterday and closed above it. We have price pushing downwards to the 61.8, and let's see if it will continue to break below it, attempt to break below the 61.8 and start to move down. But as we can see, there is a 78.6 at that level there, so it's possible that price can still push back to the upside. Let me see how much opportunity I've got. So this is about 53 pips, 54 pips, not a lot, not a lot, but yes, we are open to trade that. Okay. We still have some setups from yesterday which have not yet triggered and are still either going to be cancelled in the next day or so, or price will trigger them. First one being the GBP JPY. There is a bearish tail bar there for a retracement. The price doesn't seem to the GBP remains strong and isn't pushing on the downside. The next one will be NZD JPY. Again, that was a bearish doji information. That looks to me like that might be cancelled as well. But let's see. I leave the stop orders open for 3 candles. If it doesn't happen after those 3 candles, it's invalidated. GBP card. That's another bullish doji. Entry would have been there. The price seems to be pushing downwards. Let's watch that for another day. And the final one is USD CHF. Yes, and we talked about this yesterday. We can see this is why I just love the 5TT major lines indicator. We saw that price touched this point, and mind you, these lines are drawn sometimes weeks before price actually gets there, and we can see price has respected that level on that day there, bounced off that level. Then the following day, which was yesterday, we had a bullish price action completely bouncing from that level. Doesn't mean it wouldn't come back down to break it, but right now that level has remained a support level, and price is making its way back up, at least for the short term. So that is a major level of support. Now that's already drawn and is there. Those ones down there are drawn, all drawn by the 5TT major lines indicator. And one thing I haven't shown them, folks, is this. That's my page on the MQL5 site, and I've got a few indicators and EAs I've written that just support my trade. I use all this in my live trade. So 5TT pivot lines, you see me talk about the pivot lines. Support resistance lines, we've just talked about that. The candle reversal trader, that is it here. There's a money spinner, made 600% last year. The ERXGen indicator, then single element trader, single asset trader, ERXGen, and these are the round numbers indicator as well, and the multi-currency trader. Then we've got the 5TT candle reversal indicator, and then just for those who want to semi automate their trading, the 5TT trade manager will do it. That was one of my first indicators, the currency strength index, that gives an index of the 8 major currencies and how strong they are based on what price is doing over the entire 38 currency pairs. So yeah, that's my page out there. Okay, right, so see you later in the evening at the end of the session. Have a good trading day. Cheers. Okay, let's wrap up for the day. And so let's see, on the ERXGen breakout system, this morning we had the GBP JPY, EuroCAD, and the GBP CHF. Okay, so let's pick up the GBP JPY. So after the 7 a.m. bar, this was a 6 a.m. GMT bar, the 7 a.m. candle pierced the Asian session low. On the aggressive method, that would have been an entry, and then price would have come back and taken us out with a sell loss there. But then the buy entry would have opened up, and that would have given us 85 pips against 85 pips. So that would be a scratch trade for today on the GBP JPY. On the EuroCAD, again, we would have had a false entry there on the aggressive technique, but then we would have had a clean trade there, 63 pips against 41 pips. So in all, that would have been a scratch trade with a bit more profit than the GBP JPY. And the final one would be GBP CHF. All of them have got this false entry here. So the sell entry would have been a false entry, 32 pips. But on the buy, we hit up to 84 pips. So clean trade on the GBP CHF. Now just bear in mind what's happened there. If you remember in the morning, you will see that this monthly pivot was there before price actually got there. Even this line here, the near-term line, was there before price got there. You can see what price did. It got to that point, bounced, retraced back to the Asian session high, and then continued to move in the direction of the trend, and got to that point, slowed down, and look at where price actually bounced. Is on the daily resistance 2 line. Just on it, bounced back, and price currently is resting around that near-term level. So this is simply awesome. And the other trade we looked at today in the morning was a GBP USD with a buy signal there, and we can see had closed my buy trade here, so I got filled in there, and that was a clean trade on the GBP USD. Made some money on that. On one of the accounts, that was a 1.5% increase on the account with that trade, so not too bad. And that's it for today. Let's keep an eye out for tomorrow and what the market brings and delivers to us. All right, have a good evening and see you tomorrow. Cheers.